What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Triple Threat Survivor podcast. I am your host, Ethan,
I'm your host, Quentin.
and I'm back. I didn't die. So I'm back. I wasn't here last week due to illness, and I have returned. So thank you, Quentin, for covering last episode. It was done well. Uh,
You're very welcome.
Another
It was
banger
very
episode.
it was very hard. Well, but we all miss you.
I appreciate it. Guys, sadly though, this one I feel this is gonna be another short episode because again, Survivor didn't bring that much this episode. And
Before we get to the episode, guys, just make sure if you haven't already hit that subscribe button and make sure you leave a like on the video if you that'd be really appreciated. And you haven't already put notifications on that way you won't miss any other one of these podcasts.
yep. And also make sure to follow us on TikTok. I although I forgot to post the last two times, I needed to get. I'll get back into remembering it. And also down below, if we remember, if not, just out of the at in our bio. I've been doing some live streams, and we may do a Survivor live stream at some point if Quentin's down for that or something. I don't know. Just it's something that you could be on the lookout for. And yeah, so without further ado, let's get into the episode. And how did this episode start? This episode didn't. So this episode kind of opened with the Sela tribe having a talent show. So we had the males starting out with a talent show.
Yes. Whenever I saw this happen, I was confused for a minute. Then I was like, "Oh, this is something fun." We don't see that in Survivor mostly.
So we had Rick Devens juggling, just juggling. Rizzo did a Mickey Mouse impression, and Jonathan and Charlie beat each other up.
Yes, that was very weird when I saw that. I was confused. Okay, but
Now I don't
who
know.
ended up, who ended up winning the talent show?
Rizzo ended up winning the talent show, according to the girls on the tribe. However, personally, I think Jonathan and Charlie did the best. I don't know about you.
I agree with you.
I definitely like Jonathan and Charlie's act a little bit better. Um,
To add on to that, though, um, before they stopped the talent show until again, Charlie mentioned again how he will definitely get Rizzo out in Soulgate. Like, he can understand him in Soulgate. Giving us
that
a little reminder about their relationship with each other.
that was something that I didn't get to talk about last episode where I missed, but I definitely wanted to hit on this time. Is I thought that Charlie needs to chill. Charlie has it out for Rizzo bad, and I mean I can't fully blame him, but still, like, man, I think Rizzo was just kind of joking. Like like it wasn't that big of a deal. And Charlie's mad. He ain't having it. Which I
Well,
can't blame him, but I mean still.
yeah, you can't blame him because again, Rizzo didn't vote for his number one whenever it was saying who wins the Soulgate. Which again, in Survivor, you can't just be picking favorites Soulgate. You gotta pick whoever actually played a good game in Soulgate. That's why whenever they pick the winner, you actually ask questions. So you're not gonna vote someone for like, oh, I like them better, so I'm just gonna vote for you, I guess.
One thing that I think what was funny about that, which I know this is the last episode and not this episode, but still, it's a good thing to cover. It's kind of funny that Rizzo was saying all that because, like, funny in the case scenario, because Rizzo and Savannah were each other's number ones for 90% of the game. It was only like the last week where Rizzo started being real big buddies with Sophie B. So I thought it was just kind of funny that Rizzo said that, and now Charlie hates him so bad. When, to be honest, Rizzo and Savannah were close for 90% of the game. So, um,
Do you think? Do you think Charlie will be able to get Rizzo out before the jury starts?
um, I don't know. I think whenever it comes between Rizzo versus Charlie, I think Rizzo may have the upper hand. Because as we will find out later, Rizzo has a little bit. He has some items. He has some weapons behind him. We'll get to that in a little bit. And but first, before we even went to the challenge or talked about tribal council, Angelina was already talking about she brought her shot in the dark to tribal council. And I'll just go ahead and remind everybody what the shot in the dark is. That's basically a 1 to 6 chance of saving yourself at tribal council. You sacrifice your vote. Instead, you put in a chance to be saved with the shot in the dark. Excuse me. And Angelina brought that to tribal council. She did receive a vote when in the Q vote out last week. So I thought it was pretty interesting. I always thought that they always brought the shot in the dark with them. I didn't know that they even had the option of leaving it in camp. So
Last season and season 4, they went over like a lot and stuff like that. Like, obviously, if you feel confident you're not going to get voted out and stuff like that, they usually leave like their belongings and stuff like that in camp and stuff like that. Like, you can see when they're walking in and stuff like that. You don't see everybody carrying bags or anything like that.
yeah.
So they usually leave the shot in the dark behind so good most
Which
of
I
the
don't know
time.
about you, but personally, I think that's kind of ballsy. Or that shows mad, like that shows some like craziness. Like you ain't even gonna bring your stuff. You're that confident. Like that. I don't know. That's crazy. I know there's a one time completely unrelated, but I just feel like it's appropriate. Big Brother 17. Spoilers for Big Brother 17. 3, 2, 1. In the final four, whenever Vanessa voted out Austin, sent him home, he wasn't even wearing shoes. He was just sitting there, and he walked out. He didn't even grab him before he left. He just walked out wearing sweats and no shoes or socks, bare feet. Left the Big Brother house. I always thought that just makes the moment like not only is she blindsiding him, but it makes it 10 times funnier the fact that he is just walking out. No, anyways, um, and then Quentin, what does Genevieve do? With Genevieve and Audrey. Let's get a status update on their rivalship.
Okay, before we talk about Genevieve and Aubrey's relationship again, we need to talk about how Aubrey is already looking for a right idol again, so again. And obviously, that Survivor, it's normal for looking for idols, so again. I would be too, honestly, but I feel like people were after me, like Aubrey feels like. But Genevieve catches her right hand, and I'm pretty sure how she said it is Aubrey was like a deer in the headlights so good whenever she got caught and so good. And
Aubrey should know better than that though. She's played this game too many times to get caught looking for an idol like that.
yeah, but basically Genevieve talks about how Aubrey's still going to be the first person she's going to try to get out and so good. But then Genevieve decides to follow Aubrey and so again make sure okay she's looking for an idol. I gotta find it first. And what do you know? She finds it. What does she find? Another Billie Eilish idol. Now, I'm really interested in who she gives it to, Rizzo. And honestly, I think that's a smart move to do because she wants to make sure it comes back to her and someone get. And she's confident Rizzo is going to get fallouts sooner or later.
That's what I was thinking, which I don't recall. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think that was actually mentioned in the episode. But I was thinking she definitely gave it to Rizzo because she knows she could trust him if he does survive because that's what she says. He's like, oh yeah, I can trust Rizzo. Blah blah blah. No. She's smart. She knows that Rizzo is likely to blow himself up.
Well, I don't know if you pay attention in the episode or not, but I forgot what I saw she said, but she was talking about how she's giving it to Rizzo that way. It will come back to her and so again.
Oh, so she did
But
say that.
yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't recall. I was kind of like halfway paying attention to that whole episode to be honest with you, because I was worried. Oh, by the way, if you guys can tell that there's a little bit of tiredness in our voices, we streamed last night for like 10 hours, so we got very little rest, so we're both extremely exhausted. But we're coming at you with another episode this evening, so please, if there's any other time to hit a like and subscribe, it would be this episode. Just got that out there again. Alright, but anyways, so then they get to the award challenge, and Zach
Awards,
Brown.
actually.
Oh, wait, what?
Is a immunity/reward
Yeah,
challenge.
immunity and award. 2 tribes get immunity, and 1 tribe gets Zach Brown. I mean, they don't get him. They kind of did. They kind of got him. So he went, and I guess Zach Brown, which you don't know, is a giant country singer. singer. What? I don't know what in the world. And he's a big Survivor fan, and he said that he would go and spearfish for the tribe and cook out and eat and sing and drink and everything in the world. And so that it made the challenge a lot of stakes. And before we even get to the challenge, a lot of players, especially D, is basically showing how much they really care for it. And that tribe's a pretty strong tribe. So I kind of assumed they would win it. So Quentin, if you want to go over what happened during or what the challenge was.
Okay, so this challenge I haven't seen in a bit in Survivor. I don't know if it's because I got a bad memory, but
I've never
this one.
seen this specific. I've seen the ending, but not the first part.
Okay, so basically you have everybody diving into the ocean. They're gonna swim all the way to a narrow deck in Silicate. They're gonna work together by climbing on top of each other in Silicate to get these two buckets that are hanging from ropes in Silicate. Then they gotta jump back to the water, move sandbags off their boat that's underwater, use the buckets to get the water out of the boat, and then they're gonna push the boat all the way to land so they get put their cubes or blocks, whatever you want to call them, into the boat. Then drag it underneath a net and bring it to where they solve the puzzle.
During the whole challenge, I kind of thought that. Well, first of all, what is the name of the tribe? Vatu. Okay, Vatu didn't have a chance in that challenge. Like, I mean,
No,
not to spoil what
it was
happens. That was embarrassing. That was
they,
insane. Like, that was
they never push it under the note a rope.
like, talk about a blowout loss. Like, that wasn't even close. I mean, sorry to skip it all and not go into. We normally go into bigger detail, but there isn't really any detail. I
No,
mean,
there's
Vatu just absolutely blew it. I mean, it's really black and white. I mean, they blew it.
but who ended up winning the sack round award?
The Kala tribe wins immunity, and the Kala tribe wins immunity. I mean, I'm reading that's Kalo wins Zach Brown, and the ability to go into it, which is crushing to the Kala tribe because although they just won immunity, and that's the tribe with D. By the way, D is on that tribe, and she was crushed by. I think they all were, but her more than anyone. And she goes into detail in the episode about a little bit of the backstory and why she cares so much. Which, I mean, heck, I'm not the biggest country music fan myself, but I would absolutely, what I mean, like to meet a celebrity and to get all that. I mean, it's a big deal. So,
I got a question for you. Have you ever listened to any Zach Brown's songs?
yeah, I have, yeah. No, I'm
Can
not
you
like the biggest fan in the world, but
hear?
I've listened to
Name,
some of his songs. I can list a couple of his songs if you want me to, just to if anyone else has heard of it.
list away, because I will list you some I listen to.
Oh, really? Okay. Sorry, wait. Are you? Well, I'll let you go first. Actually, if you got some off the top of your head, are you a Zach Brown
Okay.
fan?
I listen to like 3 or 4 of his songs.
Okay.
They're playlists. But anyway, I'm trying to remember the Paradise Lost of Me, Give It Away, and my favorite from him From Now On.
For now. Okay, that's pretty good. I've always liked Can't Stop Us Now. Which I mean, he's not like the head of it, but he's in it or he's featured in it.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, we got him there. He goes spearfishing, catches a bunch of big fish. We have expedition on why he likes Survivor. He spends time with all the players and he sings songs and everyone cries. I mean, so
What was the song that he was singing? Because I know he said it was like his newest one.
one of them was his newest one. It actually was kind of even Coach mentioned, I believe, was about how it's kind of similar to Survivor, talking about like surviving and
I ain't worried
advancing
about
and
it. That's what it's
yeah.
called. I ain't worried about it. Yeah.
I ain't worried about so and I kind of like being like I really liked I honestly believe that they showed him singing that song just to have that connection to the show, and I really liked that. So yeah, is there anything else about the Zach Brown? There's a bunch of it's a nice segment of the episode, and they got to eat, and they're gonna be charged up. I predict
Yeah,
that tribe's gonna win a lot just for
they
that
try to keep
charging.
they try to take him back to the camp with him. That
Yeah, they
would
tried
be
to
fun.
kidnap him. That happened as well. And then we go. We have another scene where Charlie is threatening Rizzo. And then we go to the losing tribe, which is for the third episode of the road, the Vatu tribe. And it makes me think, is Ozzy a curse? Is what I'm starting to think.
Because it seems like anytime Aussie, whoever team Aussie's on, is going off for tribal. So
Yes.
that's one thing.
So Ozzy needs some help. In fact, there's a lot of players yet who's not been to tribal council, which I think is crazy. Which you of course were in episode 4, but you know. So the big debate around camp in this episode is Mike is wanting to get rid of Emily. And there is also Ozzy wants Angelina gone, but he's kind of in a world of his own, so we don't need to worry about that. But the big thing is that Mike wants Emily gone, and he needs Christian's help to do it. Because with the split in the tribe, you have Ozzy by himself, and then you have Angelina and Mike, and then on the other side you have Stephanie and well, kind of Emily, but kind of in a weird way. Well, speaking of, and this is an last episode, which I didn't get to speak on it yet, and this is one thing I would have added to the episode differently, is Emily has a problem.
Which one are you referring to?
The blurting out classified information.
Oh yes, that one.
Yeah.
Well, I did went over that a little bit.
Oh, I know. I said that's what I would have went. That's something that I would have talked more. That I would have talked in a lot of detail about personally. Is she has a classified information problem. Like it.
Like, I understand that they didn't tell you straight away until I get, but before you're going like, okay, I can't trust him anymore until I get.
And then what she did this episode, which I'll wait a second before talking about it, is just again so the idea is that Christian doesn't know, he doesn't want to take on Emily because they're close. But Mike brings up, and I don't know if anyone or Quentin has watched Survivor David versus Goliath and what happened between Christian and someone named Gabby from that season. Is they were really close, they were each other's number ones, and then out of nowhere, Gabby decided to evict Christian. He was safe though, he had an idol, but it did come out that during the vote that she also voted and was the one who was rallying to get him out. So Mike tries to play on Christian's mind by saying, hey, listen, it's just Gabby all over again. And Christian actually cried a little bit, didn't he? He kind of lost it.
A little bit, yeah.
So, but yeah, so that was the big thing in tribal before tribal council was you had Mike and Angela wanting out Emily, you had Stephanie and Emily to vote out Mike, and then you had Ozzy to vote out Angelina, and Christian was in the middle. And right before tribal council, what does Emily do?
Emily basically tries to tell everybody to get Angelina out.
So what she's trying to do is, and the reason that for that, which I forgot to mention, is Emily likes Ozzy. She wants to work with Ozzy, and Ozzy just randomly wants Angelina out. I really don't know why. It doesn't make sense.
I think it's because she's the only one that he really hasn't had a relationship with.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't. It's a very weak reason. Also, she may be the weakest on the tribe. That may be a good that could be a valid reason. But yeah, other than that, I don't really know what's up with that grouping there. And you got that going on. And so what Christian, not Mike, is telling Emily, hey, listen, me, you, and Stephanie will vote out Mike. Mike and Angela will vote out you, and then Ozzy's just gonna vote Angelina. Don't tell Ozzy about it; it'll make him mad. And what does Emily do? Moments for Trouble Council. She runs up and she says, "Hey, Ozzy, we're voting out Mike." Or she starts to say it, and then I think Christian and Stephanie kind of go like, "Shut up," and she cuts it out. So the big thing before Tribal Council, it basically comes up to Christian. Does he want to vote out Emily, or does he want to vote out Mike? And before we get to what actually happened during Tribal Council, Quentin, what do you think about it? What would you have done if you were Christian?
Okay, well, first of all, if it was the first time she'd done it, I would have been like, okay, it's fine. I I just act like it didn't have it. But this is like the second, the third time she has give information out that we didn't want anybody knowing.
Yes.
And so if it was me, I'm sorry, Emily, but I would have followed you out at that point.
I would have had to vote her out too. I know Mike is a threat and Mike is very manipulative, but at least Christian knows Mike wants to work with him. You can't trust Emily. Emily is very untrustworthy. So
Yeah,
I agree. I would have 100% voted her out too. However, they go to tribal council. They all talk it up, and Emily says a bunch of very weird things. I honestly thought Christian was going to vote her out. So it came out the exact way that everyone had planned. Ozzy voted for Angelina for literally no reason. Mike and Angelina voted for Emily. Emily and Stephanie voted for Mike, Emily, Mike, Emily, Mike, Emily. And then, for the first time this season, I lost a player. Mike White was eliminated.
No or pain.
Yep, so there's the updated draft board. I finally lost somebody with Mike. I don't know about you, but I thought Mike was going to last a lot longer.
Yeah. I actually liked Mike as a player until I did.
I did too.
And it was very sad seeing him go so early in Solgate. Like,
Yeah.
I know eventually I would have had to follow him out, but this early though before merge and Solgate.
But that tribe just lost a lot of the. I feel like that tribe's going to do. They're going to lose again next week, and it's not going to be. It's not looking good for Stephanie. Although she just got her way in the vote, I don't see them forgetting about her any longer. They'll remember her and they'll get her out.
Yeah, eventually, yeah.
So, I think. Oh, and then afterward, Christian said it goes to Ozzy. I thought that's kind of funny, and he said, I'll fill you in." He said it's kind of too late. It's Ozzy. Ozzy is very mad, as it seems here at the end of the episode.
But yeah, like I said, it's great to have you back for this episode, Ethan. And I hope this episode of Survivor wasn't that interesting, but we had some stuff to talk about, and I'm glad about that.
We've had the boot order right now has been so tragic. We've lost Q, we lost Savannah, we've lost Mike. It's been who is the other person? Who's that between Joe and Emily? They got voted out? Oh, Kyle. He didn't get voted out. He got destroyed. But anyways, yeah, I think that pretty much covers it. Next episode, there's going to be a double elimination, so that's going to be interesting. So hopefully we'll have more to talk about next week, and hopefully next week we won't be so tired. We'll try not to pull an all-nighter before our podcast. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it, and we will catch y'all in the next one.
Bye-bye.